Good morning. This is your morning market update for 22nd March 2021. Let's look at the world markets first. Kospi is down 0.37%. SGX Nifty is down 0.02%. Hang Seng is up 0.26%. Nikkei is down 2.12%. S&P 500 is down, closed down 0.06% on Friday. Nasdaq closed up 0.76% on Friday. Gold is down 0.53%. USD INR is unchanged at 72.402. Broadly, as you can see, all the markets are either in the red or unchanged. So that's the overall picture that we have. Among the major data releases that we have, at 7 o'clock we had PBOC loan prime rate. It comes in unchanged. At 7:30 at night we have US existing home sales for February. The forecast is 6.49 million. The previous was 6.69 million. If you look at the technicals now, both the indices recovered from early losses to end higher on Friday in a volatile session as a pullback in US Treasury yields from 14-month highs brought back some risk appetite into the market. As you can see, roughly what has been happening in the past few days is the way the bond markets have been trading. It's the same way that the equities have also been trading. So the relationship of having an inverse relationship, when the yields go up, the equities come down. That kind of an inverse relationship has been playing out. So it's very much more easier to now play equities when you are also looking at the yield charts for, let's say, US Treasuries or German bonds. So keep a track of that, and it should be fine for you. If you look at the Sensex, it is now trying to crawl back into the channel. However, we think this is just a temporary move. The actual move is on the downside, so ideally it should be on the downside. Nifty also is showing a similar story. For Bank Nifty, it has bounced back from the channel bottom, so we suggest that you take a position only after it hits the channel top again. Once the channel top is hit, because the downward sloping curve, it would be easier to short the markets as opposed to going long, because it's a downward sloping channel that we have. So Bank Nifty sustained the 33,500 to 33,800 major support level, uptrend line and channel bottom. As expected, the index bounced back from the channel bottom. We expect to trade within the channel. The rising number of COVID cases under stricter lockdown norms in parts of the country remain the biggest risk in the market. Right now, we are experiencing a very strong second wave, especially in Maharashtra. So that is one area which could cause problems. Let's look at the individual indices now. Nifty IT bounced back again, as did all the other indices, but the bounce back was very less. We expect it to come back to 24,312 levels. For Nifty Pharma, it has already crossed the 12,000 level that we had, the support level that we had. Now it's going down further. Now you can expect this to play out as an entire channel. So probably when the channel hits around 11,000, we should see some consolidation, some upside move again. So we expect the markets to go down till 12,000 in Nifty Pharma. Beg your pardon, 11,000 Nifty Pharma. Nifty Auto is something similar to Nifty IT. We have an upside, a downside sloping trend, and we have a trend channel. So on the upside, this looks like a good level to buy, but this might not get you much profits unless there's some proper movement in the markets on the upside. With respect to Nifty Energy, we see a very good engulfing pattern here. The previous red candle has been completely engulfed by the current green candle, which is a good sign. So we might see Nifty Energy go up again. We have already hit the channel mid price. So any upside move from here, we should be able to see it around 20,000 levels. If you get Nifty Financial Services, it is again trying to crawl back into the channel. So around 16,000 levels should be the ideal support level. So that is much more important now. Nifty FMCG has crossed back into the from the trend line. So that is the bounce back that we were expecting since long. We should see it somewhere around 35,000 now. Once it reaches 35,000, then it would be easier to short the markets as opposed to going long. Let's look at the breaking news right now. We first look at the grey market premium changes for the IPOs that we had. All of them are broadly down. Anupam is down 17%. It's at rupees 95 now. Lakshmi is down 46%. It's at rupees 60. Kraft is down 2.5% at rupees 35. Kalyan is down 2% at rupees 2. Nazara is down 66%. It's rupees 730 now. Suryoday 2%, rupees 2. So that's broadly the IPO changes that we had over the weekend. Let's look at the world news now. Australia is trying to evacuate thousands as Sydney faces worst floods in 60 years. EU rebuffs UK calls to ship AstraZeneca COVID vaccines from Europe. So UK had asked EU to send them AstraZeneca COVID vaccines. However, EU has now refused to do so. Biden aides had ties to large tech companies, disclosures show, so that could be a political sticking point for Biden now. Turkish lira plunges after Erdogan sacks hawkish central bank chief. This is the lira has now almost reached their all-time lows. The same move had happened about a couple of years ago when we had some issues between Turkey and US. They had instated a really hawkish central banker. However, Erdogan has now sacked this person. So we now have someone who thinks very similar to Erdogan and who is completely against hawkish signals from the central bank. So that's why the Turkish lira is now bolted. Let's look at the domestic news now. Nirmala Sitharaman to introduce National Bank for Financing Infrastructure and Development Bill in Parliament. India is looking for other sources of crude oil supply. The finance minister has said in Parliament. India is an important partner in rapidly shifting international dynamics. The US Defense Secretary has said that. One-day lockdown in Madhya Pradesh, Bhopal, Jabalpur, Indore every Sunday. Mumbai BMC issues circular for antigen tests at malls, stations, tourist places. So that's another way to curb the rise that BMC has found out. Maharashtra lockdown in Nagpur till month end as COVID cases have increased. Nagpur has been one of the hotbeds recently for a lot of COVID case rises. So they now have a lockdown till month end. Serum Institute to delay further vaccine shipments to Brazil, Morocco, and Saudi. Affle India completes acquisition of MediaSmart Mobile. Reliance affiliate picks up 3/4 of the gas from own CBM block at $6 a price. So the India Gas Solutions Private Limited, a 50/50 joint venture of Reliance and UK's BP, bought about 0.62 million standard cubic meters per day out of 0.82 gas bids out in an auction last week. They have already sold 3/4 of the gas from coal seams in Madhya Pradesh to an affiliate of the company. The price is around $6. Barbecue Nation IPO opens on 24 to 26 March. The price band will be 498 to 500 rupees a share. The lot size will be 30 shares. Power Grid to acquire 74% stake in JV in a joint venture JP Power Grid for 351.64 crores. Future Group moves division bench of Delhi High Court against orders stalling deal with Reliance. Adani Green Energy buys 50 megawatt solar power project from Canada's Sky Power Global. Kanoria Chemicals acquire 15.5% shares of Kanoria Africa Textiles. Bharti Airtel to acquire 7.48% stake in Sandhya Hydro. Astral Poly has fixed March 19 as the record date for the 1:3 bonus share issue that they had earlier declared. SREI Infra Company secretary resigns. 180 exits since December after salary caps. So that's a very negative news for SREI Infra. Cargo traffic at 12 major ports falls for the 11th month in February, down 7% in April to Feb period. So that's it from our end. We would just like to provide a disclaimer. We are not SEBI registered educators, advisors. This is an easy to understand default indicator list that we have used. Different traders use different sets of indicators and analysis. Please do your own research before investing. Thanks for watching.